Good morning. I am so excited for today's fascia stretch. Honestly, you guys, this one is a key element to keeping our upper body feeling good, our shoulders moving around comfortably, and our neck healthy. So our lats, these guys right here, right? These guys, if you press on your lat, see what it feels like, kind of underneath your armpit and back a little bit. If you feel tender there, kind of junky on there, that could be, or probably is, dense fascia or scar tissue, and that can cause some general aches and pains in your shoulder or your neck. It's a really, really important muscle to stay flexible, healthy, and feeling good. So I'm going to show you 2 lat stretches today to really get to that area. I've been doing a 45-minute, 10-day fascia challenge with the amazing Bonnie, and I've tagged her in a bunch of my posts because she was my teacher who just is fantastic. So you should follow her too, because I did these 2, and I was sore in a good way, but I also feel much better everywhere. So grab a mat. We're going to be on your knees for one of these, so if you need to roll up your mat, feel free to do that, or grab something for underneath. So I have my little socks on today. It's a little chilly in here at Halsa, but I'm going to feel warmer after this. So thank you everyone for joining me, and let's get to the lats. I want you to come down onto your knees. Bring your knees apart and keep your feet together. This is going to create a good base for you to get leverage within the movement. What's the fascia equation? Shorten the muscle, number 1. Activate the shortened muscle or area, number 2. Move in the opposite direction, number 3. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Coming down onto your hands, just take a moment to plug in. Feel your hands connect nice and firm into the ground. What that does is activates your muscles, and it activates the energy flow, and it helps to get the fascia and the muscles united for the movement. Chin to the throat tuck, rib cage lifted up. We want good posture and good spinal position. You're going to take one arm out to the side and swoop it underneath you, kind of like you're doing thread the needle, but you're only going to go halfway. Drop your elbow down and open up your hand that is in front. So you're going to bring it in front of you a little bit here. So your palm up, elbow down on your forearm. My elbow is kind of in line with my belly button. That's kind of a good reference for you. So your working arm is, or the stretching the lats, on the arm that's on the bottom, like this. All right, setup number 1. Notice that the body is a little bit over where your hands are located. All right, this is position 1, activate 2. Resist like you want to slide your arm across towards the other side of the mat, like this. But of course, it's not going to move. It's going to stay there. You want to feel the activation right here in the lats. Try that without moving first. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it out. Here we go. Resist the arm across. And now move your body in the opposite direction of your hands, bringing your shoulder towards the ground, and you're going to peek and look at your hands. Relax to come back to start again. That's the first example. Here we go. Resisting this arm this way, this arm down, and roll your body away from your hands, looking at your hands. Relax to come back up. Activate. Here we go. At your own pace. You can go slower, you can go faster, as long as you keep your resistance active throughout the entire movement. Here we go. Breathing through. Feel the activation where you need it. Take a moment to really focus on your body. What muscles are you contracting? Do you feel like you want to contract a little bit lower? If you do, try that. Pause at the beginning. Get the resistance where your body's calling for it. And then pull away. 2 more where you're just rolling straight to the side away from the hands. We're going to add a variation after this. Ooh, use your legs for leverage. You can make sound effects. All right, same thing. Now we're going to move our body to the side and back in the opposite direction. It looks like this. Activate, hold, start to pull to the side and back a little bit. Ooh, keep pressing that hand and elbow down into the ground. All right, here we go. Starting with your setup, activate, start to go to the side and pull back towards the opposite hip from where the hands are. Relax to come up. Here we go. We have about 30 to 45 seconds here. You're still activating the lats on the arm that is down on the mat. I know this can be confusing, but stay with it, try it. Eventually it comes together and it becomes natural and intuitive in the body. Ooh. Pull it back. Go ahead, start maybe a little bit over to the side more. Go a little bit slower, change up your pace, and maybe roll it back. So you're kind of doing like a side pull and then back to finish. There's really room for your own variations with fascia work because everyone's tight in their fascia in different places. Take a rest. Whew. Take a moment and just feel your arm out. Let your arms rest, palms forward. Just breathing in naturally. Notice if the arm feels any different to you. Sometimes after doing a lat stretch, I feel like my arm is going to float to the side. And I kind of feel that right now. You can kind of see if I'm just resting my hands, the arm that I just worked, the lat on that side, is kind of floating away. So there you go. There's magic within that fascia. Moving to the other side. Take your arms down, chin tuck, lift your heart towards your rib cage, and you're going to take the opposite arm to the side, thread the needle only halfway through, elbow down, palm up, like this. Other hand just kind of scoots in front for leverage. Get yourself situated. Body is over in the direction of your hands. Add resistance to the bottom arm as if it wants to slide across the mat like this. Try that first. Feel where you're working. Feel if you need to adjust it at all, get it into a different place, and then begin to pull your body to the side. Keep resisting the arm down, and then back over again. Add that resistance, kind of peeking and looking at your hands as you get down to the ground. You might be noticing that your rib cage feels a little bit different on this side. It might feel more natural on this side or less. For me, it's less. I have a lot of congested, dense fascia in my rib cage area on this side of my body, so my movements are a little wonky when I go to the side, which means I need to spend a little bit extra time working through some of that dense fascia. I can't speak. Okay, so right now we're just moving straight to the side, looking at your hands as you're getting lower. Start over your hands, activate that bottom arm, resist the elbow to the side. Ooh, 2 more here. I hope you guys are feeling this. 1 more time. Add the resistance, pull it across. Okay, now we're gonna go side and pull the hips back in the opposite direction. Coming down again here. Find your activation, hold it for a moment. Start to pull to the side and back towards the opposite hip. Relax to come back, start again. Position 1, activate 2, move 3. Ooh, this side feels totally different than my other side. But I have more shoulder issues here and rib cage issues. It's really important to start to understand what you're feeling when you're doing this, because once you do, then you have knowledge of different areas that you know are a little bit more dense in the connective tissue. And so if you address that, work through it, you can open up all these amazing pathways for the nervous system, for your energy flow, lymphatic flow, circulation, everything. 2 more. Over, resist, pull in the opposite direction and back. 1 more time. Woo, looking at the side, move it around a little bit, hold it back here, work it out, keep pressing down into the arm. Take a rest. Take a seat. Woo, okay, let your arms fall to your side, and then just take a notice of what's happening in the arm that you just worked. Taking a couple of breaths, you can close your eyes. Just be with your body for a moment. This work can be very profound And once you get into it, it's almost like peeling back layers of an onion. The more you start to peel back those layers, sometimes the work becomes more and more effective because you're able to ignite the tissue more fully or more clearly. Move your head around a little bit. Good. All right, one more I'm going to show you as the sun is literally glaring into my eyes. Different angle today. This particular one is for you to be able to do anywhere. So if you're not able to get on the floor on your mat, and let's say you're sitting at your desk for a long time, you're in the car as a passenger, or before you drive anywhere, and you can just do this whenever you need it. Same thing, we're sticking with the lats here. Gonna take one arm, doesn't matter which one, and cross it over the other shoulder. So the arm that you just crossed is going to be the one that you're stretching the fascia in the lats first. So this arm, this fascia here, okay? Shorten first by dropping that elbow down towards the body. Okay, so we just created a shortened area or muscle. Other hand is gonna do the work. You're gonna take the hand underneath the elbow, kind of scoot it underneath close to the chest. Palm is out because you're gonna push that elbow up. First, activate by pressing the elbow down. Check in with your neck that you have a slight chin to the throat tuck and your shoulder blades are down. Continue pressing the elbow down as you overpower it with your hand gently pressing up. Keep your focus on contracting the lats the entire time. Drop it back down, relaxing it to start again. Couple things to note, as you're pressing this elbow up, don't let the shoulder hike up with it or your body kind of twist along with it. Try to isolate just that area. That might mean that you're only able to come up to here without the shoulder going with you, and that's your range of motion. Work with that. You might feel that you have more range of motion if you're able to continue resisting into that area. Keep reaching up a little bit higher. Drop it back down to relax. Here we go. Let's do a couple together. Pressing down, keep pressing down. You're noticing that the other arm's getting a workout, and there's extra benefits there, as I say often. Now I'm really feeling it in the lats, but I'm making myself feel it. So I'm not just pushing down and letting whatever muscles take over. If you're very tight in the lats, you might be using other muscles to help you with that movement. So if you're doing that and you catch yourself doing that, come back to it. Pause a little bit more at the beginning before the movement happens. Maybe do less resistance so that you can really isolate. Notice I'm bringing my elbow to the side a little bit here and back down. There's endless variations that you can do. You can push the elbow up to the right a little bit or up to the left a little bit. Every body is different. Breathe through it. Let's do one more together. Relax it down, press it in, hold it for a second, get the resistance where you want it, keep it the entire movement. Rest those arms. Ooh, my arms are getting tired. Holy cow. Moving on to the other side. Cross that other elbow over. Elbow starts down to shorten the lat. Hand goes underneath the elbow. Press into the hand. Hold it for 2 seconds. I'm going to work it out a little bit. Get it where I want it. Got it? Use your resistance throughout the movement as you gently test out this first one. Notice how far you can lift this one without the shoulder hiking up. Keep the shoulder blades set. In your upper neck posture, neutral. Relax it down, press down, slowly bring it up. The benefit happens at the beginning, right here. So it's not a goal to get higher. You actually want to avoid that. We avoid end range with fascia work. So it makes it much safer and more effective because you don't run the risk of injury of overstretching. A lot of the injuries I have in my body are due to overstretching, unknowingly going past my capabilities and my muscles. My body laid scar tissue and dense fascia in different areas to protect me. But in turn, as I aged, that turned into aches and pains and a lot of different issues. It comes out in a lot of different ways. Everybody's different. Here we go. There's a huge emotional component to fascia work. If you've been following me and trying some of this, you might notice certain things, little shifts in how you feel. And rest. Oh, my arms are tired. Awesome. Okay. 2 lat stretches, fascia style. Thank you so much for joining me, taking a video, trying out these fascia stretches. Let me know what you think. I love to hear from people. It's just great to hear people really benefiting and feeling better than they thought possible with this body work. So you can find me on my website at fascia-fix.com. I have a course there. It's a 5-day introductory course, but it has a foundation setup video and a bonus video at the end, which is of fascia flow. There'll be more fascia flow classes coming up down the road, where it's about a 30-minute to an hour class where I incorporate Pilates, yoga, fascia magic, and some bodywork stabilization stuff. So taking a lot of different elements and putting them together into a class that's really going to function to benefit you in many, many, many ways. Super exciting. But next up is a neck course that will be coming to you soon in a couple weeks. So everything neck, upper body, shoulder related, and I swear it feels fantastic. So great stuff. Thanks so much, everyone. Share it with your friends and check me out on YouTube. Okay, I think I got it all. All right. See you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.